Hello, welcome.
Hi.
I am Dr. Yehudi Monreal with CARES Medical Clinic. We are here for another episode of Rooftop Talks with Dr. Yehudi. And we are here with Marissa. Oh my goodness, we are so excited to have you here today and us be able to just share your story. We wanted to be able to just tell your story and be able to, you are so inspiring. I think your story is so inspiring to me and a lot of my patients. I think everyone that we've seen on Instagram, you've just blown up since you as far as you know, and that's fantastic. And I think just because your story is so inspirational, and we want to be able to tell that. And so thank you so much for agreeing to come here today. This is Rooftop Talks, and this is my rooftop here. This is my backyard, and so happy to be able to share that with you. And so just kind of talk to us a little bit about your story. Tell us who you are, and then we'll kind of go from there.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me. This is so exciting. I'm really thrilled to be here. And as far as the inspiration that I have garnered from my journey, totally unexpected. When I first went into this journey or to the pageant, I thought, I'll inspire some people from El Paso, some of the ladies from El Paso. I think it'll be good. And so did Jackie from Bazaar Models, the one that inspired or actually asked me to do this. And so, but it was amazing when I was there at the pageant. The ladies that were there, and they were like the mothers and grandmothers and aunts of the young girls that were competing there, and they were so excited that I was there and that I was that age. So they were, a lot of them got inspired. They told me that they were going to start working out and they were going to start taking care of themselves, and they wanted to take pictures with me. It was just so amazing. I was trying to go to the hotel because we were going to go out to dinner with my group that went there, and I couldn't because everybody wanted to take pictures. So that was pretty cool. I mean, I thought I didn't expect it. It was just so heartwarming, so heartwarming. But my story, shall I tell my story?
Please do.
No,
kind of where it started.
The thing is that I grew up in a very small town, and it was a farming community, and it was mainly Anglo. I was the only Hispanic, or should I say Mexican American, because I'm Mexican American heritage, girl in most of the classrooms. I was about the only one. So I was different, and I always felt not as pretty or not as good as the other girls. But that made me want to work even harder. So I worked hard at making the best grades because I didn't want to be not as good as them.
Absolutely. That pushed you.
That pushed me, And as far as beauty too, they were all blonde and blue-eyed, or even dark-haired, but they were all light-skinned, and here I am all, caramel colored. And so I was different. And so I didn't feel pretty. But I worked at that. So I worked on a lot on fit, and that's how I started on my fitness journey too, because I wanted to look my best. So from then on, as a young girl, and not only that, as a young girl, I'll finish my thought. As a young girl, I always did some kind of fitness, and a lot of it was very simple, just running in the lonely roads, country roads. And then also, my dad made us, all my siblings and I, he made us earn our own money. So with that money, working on the farm. On farms. So with that money, I bought all my clothes, and they were always the trendiest. Always.
Nice.
So that's how I started with my fashion now, because that's what I like to do now. So it just evolved like that. So I've always wanted to look my best, be my best, and that has been my whole life through. So now fast forward. There you go. So fast forward to now, when I was invited to go and compete, you always have self-doubts, and I thought, compete? I'm 71. I can't compete with all these young girls. And the girls that were on my team, they're all in their 20s. but they
wow.
changed the age limit, so there were some that were already 28. That's
yeah.
old. They're 71, 28.
Yeah.
And at that time, 28 was too before. I mean, 28 was too old, so they wanted to go compete because of the age change. And so I thought, well, they're a little bit older, but all the other girls are going to be very, very young. And I thought, how can I do that? I don't know if I can do that, but I worked very hard in my fitness and my diet, and I thought I looked pretty good.
Yeah, we all thought you looked fantastic. Absolutely.
So yeah, that's kind of my story in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So from a little farm girl that felt like she was not as beautiful as everybody else, and along the way I gained my confidence. Every once in a while I waver, but I work hard to make sure that I'm always at my best.
Absolutely. No, and I think that's really amazing how something that a situation that you were in, you were able to turn it into something that pushed you, drove you to be your best version of yourself. So instead of letting it depress you or be like, I'm not going to be good enough or anything like that, it pushed you to be the best version.
Yes.
Fitness wise, like you said, and then also you had told me from before that it also with your studies, you made sure that you were the best student, helped with the best grades and things like that as well.
Yes.
And so, no, I think that's fantastic that you were able to use an adversity or a different situation, and instead of seeing it as an adversity, something that you were able to push through, for yourselves, and that's fantastic.
Yeah. No, I didn't see it as an adversity. It was a challenge for me.
There you go.
Just as this pageant was a challenge for me. Well, things along the way present themselves, and I view it as a challenge. And so I do my very best to overcome whatever it is that is in my way. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I think that you can achieve something if you work hard at it. And the way that I look now, I think it has come from when I was very, very young to now. So it's been a long, long process. But for those ladies that are starting now, late, I should say, it's never too late.
Yeah.
I think that they can also, anyone that wants to change their life, no matter in what stage they are at, they can change their life. Yes. Their lifestyle, their physical being, their health, and their mental health also.
Yeah,
so,
and that's very important, right? You need that mental part of it, as well as being willing to do the changes that is necessary. So take me back a little bit to when you had started modeling. What is it and at what stage of your life did you decide to do modeling?
Well, I've been invited to model since the 90s, I believe. But it was mostly friends that had boutiques, and we would do it just, nothing. I didn't even know how to model. We just did it. And I don't think anybody else did, so it didn't matter.
Yeah. You're like, let's just do it.
Yeah, let's just go and try on the clothes and wear these clothes. Yeah. So I did that. And then when I moved because I'm not from El Paso.
Yeah.
So when I moved to El Paso, then and I got a job here as a teacher. Well, I've been a teacher for a long, long, long time, and I got a job here as a teacher. And then when I retired, I was very bored, and I looked into doing things to take my time. And so one time I met Jackie Martinez from Bazaar Model Management. I said, I'm looking for something to do because I need to do something. She goes, well, come and model with us. Come and take some modeling classes. And I thought, that sounds interesting because I've been doing a little bit of modeling, but it's not anything because I don't even know how. Because I did it like for the black and white. I modeled for the black and white. And then other little, just dabbling, just to do it for fun, or because they invited me. So I said, I need to learn how to really do it. Yeah. So I took modeling classes then. Wow. And so I would cast, because they would encourage us to cast. And sometimes I got chosen and sometimes not. Yeah. And again, I'm going to tell you this. When I didn't get chosen, I was very disappointed.
Right.
And I was going like, why am I doing this? I think no, I don't need to be doing this. I'm not good enough. Oh. And then I go like, nope, I'm going to try. I'm going to try again.
Absolutely. So, no, that perseverance, that's good. I think that says a lot about your personality, right? So even though something, maybe you didn't, like you said, you didn't get the gig or something like that, you didn't let that take you down and down a path where like, I'm not good enough, and you stayed there. I think, yes, you might have had that thought, but it was like, okay, what do I need to do to be better for the next time?
Exactly.
Right?
Yes. And that, one of the things that I would love to talk and inspire women is to don't give up. I mean, don't get all mentally depressed, like you said, and say, nope, I'm not good enough. Keep going, keep trying, and you might not be the best, but you can do it. I mean, prove to yourself that you can do it. Because sometimes sometimes we can't all be the best. We can't all be number one.
We all have our strengths and weaknesses, right? And things that we can be able to work on. You know, and in talking about, I know that, so just to kind of, I guess, clarify, you know, you look fantastic, and tell us how old you are.
Well, right now I'm 72. Right now, I just turned 72 in July.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. So look amazing. Have seen how beauty has transformed over the decades, right? And so how would you say the evolution of beauty from when you were starting out in modeling, how that has changed, and how that perception of beauty has changed for women?
Well, I just started modeling not too long ago, but I can tell you how the perception started from a long time ago. From a long time ago, it was all the very young women, very, very tall ladies, and at that time, that was what I
right, we were trying to.
Yes. And so I think that's another thing too, that I would exercise a lot, because I wanted to be thin. I mean, as thin as the models, and I would buy the magazines. I don't know if you know about 17 magazine. And the teen, what is it, Teen
The teen ones?
Yeah, all those. I would buy those, and I would go like, oh my gosh, they're so thin. Everyone was very thin. So that was the perception back then. And even when I was, I did some of the modeling gigs, like you said, I was still a little, because my hips are, full. I'm not like thick, stick thin.
Well, yeah, we have our Latina hips, right?
That's from my mom. Yes, exactly. And so I would try to do that, and then I think a lot of ladies and the public finally realized that's not realistic. We come in women and men come in all sizes. So now, from when I started modeling and now, what I see, and I'm really happy about it, is that a lot of the models now are all shapes, and they come in all shapes and the heights also. So there's some that are maybe not as short as me, but kind of.
No, that's true. You know, before, had to be tall, blonde, blue eyes. That was beautiful, right? And so, and like you even felt that pressure growing up, right? That's all that you saw, all that you grew up with. And now we are able to see, all shapes are beautiful, all skin tones are beautiful, male, female, even a lot of times, freckles, people used to hate their freckles, things like that. And so now we're embracing whatever your beauty is, or whatever, however how would I say it? Like, yes, just beauty for you to feel good in your own skin, be able to have that. And no, I think that's awesome. I think to be able to see that evolution, even in my time, being able to see the different models that are out there, and that's fantastic. I think, and you've been able to see that even just recently, right? Even more so. And so, what would you say if you could go back, and what is the one thing that you would be able to say to that 17-year-old you, back then? What advice would you give as far as like beauty perception?
To give me, I would say, girl, you look just fine like you are. And I go back and then I look at my photos of when I was young, and at that time I would think, I wish I was pretty. I wish I was thinner. I wish I didn't have such brown skin and so on. But no, I think I just accept how you are and know that you are beautiful in your own way.
Yeah.
And so I think that's one of the things. And even now when I look at some photos and I'm going to post that, oh no, I look awful, and then I look at it later I said, wait, I didn't look that awful.
Right? It's like, no, I look good.
Yes.
No, absolutely.
So I think it's just to have confidence. And that's what I learned along the way. As I got older, I learned to be more confident about myself, I think. Another thing that I wanted to say is, remember I told you that I didn't feel as pretty when I was young? So when I went to college, that's when I got more how would I say it, more acceptance, and I started getting more compliments. And that's when I first started saying, oh, I'm not as ugly as I say I am, because I'm getting compliments about me, not like oh, you're beautiful. No, but compliments about attractive. And even now I do get compliments about that. So confidence, I think confidence, believe in yourself, and you're beautiful the way you are. There's beauty in you in some way or other, and I think a lot of it has to do also with what's inside of you too, and it has a lot to do with happiness, being happy. And so that comes along with mental health. The ability to overcome whatever adversity comes your way. And I think a lot of that has to do with staying healthy and mentally healthy. And just living your life.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think has been the thing that has helped your confidence the most?
Okay. Well, I think the thing that has helped my confidence the most has been working on myself, building my, I would say, I shouldn't say building, but my exercises, the exercises that I do. And a lot of it has to do with the confidence and the happiness that you exude. And I think also part of it has a lot to do with people supporting you and complimenting you. And I have gotten so much. I just feel very grateful for all the people that support me and that inspire me also, and that tell me, yes, you can do it. You're beautiful just the way you are. And I think if we as women, or even as men, if we can help another person, tell them what is good about you, what I love about you, and yes, you can do it. I think that has a lot to do with getting more confidence too.
Yeah. And I think now you're in a position to be able to be that voice into somebody, right? You have that platform now where you can be able to tell, you are beautiful. What's going to help you is to be healthier. And so what have you done to be able to help keep you healthier? I guess talk to me a little bit about what has changed throughout what you did for your health when you were maybe younger and now transitioning into later on, postmenopausal, all of those things. What would you say has been your health regimen and how you've seen that change to help your health?
Yes. Well, as I said, when I was way younger, it was an unrealistic goal that I wanted to achieve. So I did have a lot of unhealthy, I shouldn't say a lot of unhealthy, but I did have unhealthy habits. For instance, I read in one of the magazines, how to lose weight on an 800 calorie diet.
Oh my goodness.
I did that.
Oh my goodness.
It was 800, 900, I can't remember. But it was like very, 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 very strict. And now I think about it, I said, that was so dumb of me to have done that. But I did fall, so that happened, and I didn't do it anymore because it's no fun.
No fun and not healthy, right? Not the right way to lose weight.
Yes. So, and I didn't really need to lose weight. It was just that my unrealistic perception of how I should look.
Absolutely.
Because I've never had a weight problem. So So that's one thing. And then I would read a lot. So I did figure out some of the healthy eating habits. I found out about yogurt, about sprouts. I grew my own sprouts. So slowly I started figuring out and reading about how to be healthier, to eat healthy, and that's what I did. So when I was growing up, now my 20s and 30s, I did a lot of research on how to be healthy, how to eat healthy, and so it just slowly. Well, I shouldn't say slowly, but it just changed to where I wanted to be the best that I could be in a healthy way, not in an unhealthy way. So from then on, and then I started bodybuilding. So then that's another thing too that I read more about nutrition and how to grow your muscles, how to do it in a healthy way. So I think that helped a lot also. Now that I'm even older, so I have to be even more careful about what I eat and how I treat my body and how I exercise too. I've never stopped exercising. So when you get older, it's even more important to make sure that you don't stop. Because once you stop, it's not.
You feel the difference, right? When you do. What advice would you give to older women who hear your story and be like, I want to feel and maybe look the way that she does? How would you help? How would you recommend that they get started?
Well, like I did, I think that reading the information, getting educated on how to either lose weight or to gain muscle in a sane way, in a healthy way. And one of the things that I would highly, highly recommend is that that women and men start their weight training, because I think that really helps with your everything. I mean, your muscles, your bones, your bone health. And I think it helps a lot too. Exercising and weight lifting, I think that also helps a lot with your mental health. It's a stress reliever also.
Yeah, absolutely. There's lots of research that goes into the benefits, medical benefits that we have of, eating a right diet, being able to exercise with resistant training. And so, at Cares Medical, a lot of my patients that I have, a lot of them are in the menopausal phase or later on in life, and they're, they maybe were before healthier, maybe working out, but now they're not able to work out as much. They're having a lot of fatigue, they're noticing that they're gaining more weight on their belly. Menopausal women are having not able to sleep at night, having these hot flashes, going through all of that. And so a lot of times they want to get healthier, but they just don't have the energy to be able to do it, and so I think being able to go with somebody that can be able to see, okay, what really is going on, right? Like you said, being able to get educated, being able to go with someone who's going to guide you the right way to be able to either lose the weight, be able to balance hormones or whatever that one needs to be able to be successful in their weight loss journey or just their wellness journey. I think it's not always about losing weight. It's about being healthy, right? And the right way. Being able to be healthy, getting the right diet recommendations, the right resistance training. And lots of research has shown in doing resistance training, building that muscle is going to prevent osteoporosis later on in life, right? Going to prevent cardiac issues, going to prevent stroke, going to be able to prevent having diabetes later on, especially in that menopausal phase. It's so easy to be able to become resistant, insulin resistant, and become pre-diabetic, even though when you're doing all of the right things, right? We've seen that. And so, I think it's important to be able, if you want to be able to make those choices, to have the right help,
And like you said, you need to go, and as I said, educate yourself. You read or go to someone that can help you. Absolutely. And in my case, as you said, I am menopausal, of course. And so I did go to a doctor, and he was the one that recommended, even though I wasn't having all those problems about the weight gain and all those, all those issues. But I knew that my body was changing. Yeah. So I wanted to make sure that I was in the best shape and health as possible, because You never give up. Oh, I say don't give up.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely, yeah.
no matter how old you are, don't give up.
Yes,
And so I went to a doctor, and he recommended HRT.
Yes, hormone replacement
Yeah,
therapy.
right,
Yeah,
yes. So I did that, and it helped a lot. It helps a lot with the skin. It helps a lot with the energy. Everything.
Right.
That's important.
No, you wouldn't be able to do
Yeah.
what you do if
Yeah.
you didn't have
Yeah,
those things, right? That
right.
balance,
Yeah.
that the nutrition, the exercise, and all of it comes together.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
everything. And
Yeah.
so then the pandemic happened, and so I couldn't go anymore. I just couldn't go anymore. So I had been off of it for a while, and I have noticed the change until you came along.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
So I finally got my HRT. Yes, my hormone replacement therapy.
Yes,
So,
yes, exactly.
So I am looking forward to nicer skin.
Yes.
Brown, but beautiful.
Beautiful brown
Yeah.
skin. Beautiful brown skin.
Yes, and I'm really looking forward to being more vibrant. I have a lot of energy. I do work out, but I've noticed also I noticed that I do need more energy as I do my resistant training. My
resistant.
weightlifting. Yes.
Have you noticed a difference in these years that you haven't had the HRT in your energy? You did say your energy, but as far as what you're able to do at the gym, have you noticed a difference?
Oh yeah. Well, it has a lot to do, of course, with my age too. But I have noticed it. I've noticed it in my hair because it's gotten drier. And what I want to see the difference in my skin, especially my face, even though, and I don't want to be bragging. Well, I shouldn't brag, but but
be confident. It's confidence.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to be confident, but I do get a lot of compliments on my skin.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I get my mirror, and it magnifies, and I go like, I'm getting some little lines there, very fine lines, and I want to see the difference to see if it does improve.
Absolutely. And you've taken care of your skin and everything all of these years. Yes, it's maintenance. That's the biggest thing.
It's maintenance, and again, like I said, don't ever give up. Maintenance is very important, even though we're older. Whether you are 20 or if you're 70, 50, whatever, we as women, and I'm sure the men do too, we want to look our best and feel our best.
Feel our best,
Yes, because if you don't feel good, you won't look good.
This is very true. Absolutely, absolutely.
And again, I'm saying that about happiness. If you don't feel good, you're not going to be happy.
You're not. If you don't look in the mirror and don't feel confident in who you are on the outside and also on the inside, you're not going to be happy. You're not, and so all of that is a package that comes together. Physically being well, emotionally, mentally, all of that matters. And it is something that we have to be able to find that balance, and seek the help when we need it, whether it is medically, making sure that there isn't medical issues that we need to address. I think a lot of times with my patients, they think they're fine, and then once we actually do lab work, it's like, oh man, I didn't realize my cholesterol was it, or oh, I didn't realize I was a pre-diabetic, things like that, and so, or thyroid issues, and so it is something that we want to be sure that we're addressing what we need to medically, and then when you have that motivation and that guidance, diet-wise, exercise, that we're able to just create something that is gonna give you a full spectrum and be able to get to wherever you are, whatever your goals are. And so I think it's fantastic.
We always need help and support from someone or something. And I think, like you said, that yes, the going to a professional like you,
absolutely,
to find out if you are healthy and what is it that you need to do to get to look and feel your best.
Absolutely.
And the same thing with the exercising. If you don't know how to exercise, find somebody that can help you.
Absolutely.
So
you want to be safe with it, right? You want to be safe, not just go to the gym and start lifting weights and then hurt yourself. That's the last thing you want to be able to do. And then being able to pair up with trainers that maybe be well. You know, if it's about maybe you don't know the way to eat, the way what's good, how many grams of protein do I need to eat? You know, what's good fiber, what's good choices. You know, all these things that we can be able to get the right help, whether it's with a physician or at our program that we have at Cares Medical. We do the nutrition part. You know, we have fitness trainers and things that we're able to collaborate with, and be like, what, you should go to this person. You're on this side of town, go to this person. People that we trust to be able to guide patients to whatever their goals are, whether it's weight loss, whether it's just strengthening, all of that. And so I think it's being able to just get started somewhere and then be able to know that you're going to have that support.
Yeah, get started and then seek help. Seek somebody that will be that will support you.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't feel you're not alone in this process. I think it can be absolutely overwhelming when we're there. And so wanting to know that you're not alone and that we can be able to get to goals, your absolute goals for me. I want to be able to now, model and be able to do fitness and all of that stuff.
Well, you're beautiful.
Thank you very much. Yes,
and
thank you.
Young. Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Yeah, no. And so, for me, I had a weight loss journey. I was really overweight in high school, and it took me up doing a lot of the wrong things, doing those 800 calorie diets that you're not supposed to do, and so losing weight all of the wrong ways. And it wasn't, for me, it was really once I got the results and felt stronger with losing weight, felt stronger with exercising correctly. I was on some medication for some time, and I think for me, being able to lose weight the right way and actually keep it off was, you just feel the difference when you don't exercise, when you don't do it. You're like, I need to get back to it. It's very addicting, but in a good way when you start feeling good, right? And then you start looking good, and then that's even more addicting, right? I was like, this dress fits great, you want to keep on doing it. Absolutely. And so I think being able to be that inspiration is great. And then I think now with what you've done, being in the pageantry and everything, you have that platform to be able to just tell people you can do this, absolutely. And so Monday you have
the resolution.
And so what?
It's an award.
So it's the mayor, I think, or
it's Judge Samaniego. Ricardo Samaniego. Yeah. Okay. And that's because he's very appreciative that I brought some positive news to El Paso. Well, I was in Texas. Well, here in El Paso, it started first because what's her name? The Barron interviewed me, and then it went out to all the other outlets. So then it went to Houston, Dallas, all over Texas, and then all over the nation, the country. And then it went internationally. It went to Mexico, and then some of my friends were calling me and say, "Hey, you're on the news." A friend of mine from Japan said, "Hey, is this your friend, Marissa?" So Japan and people from UK would call me to see if they could interview me. UK and also Australia also called.
That's
so
awesome.
Yes, it was. So I did touch a lot of women and people all over the world.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And I didn't win, and that's one of the things that I told Jackie when she said, "Why don't you do the Miss Texas USA?" I said, "Jackie, I'm not going to win. I don't want to do it if I'm not going to win, because I'm used to winning."
Yes,
oh my gosh, I'm used to winning. I always came first or second.
Right.
And that is in the bodybuilding. But of course, this was amateur, and I knew I wasn't going to. How can I win when I'm competing against the young ones? And that's what she's the one, and I give her a lot of credit for this. She was the one that told me, but it'll be good for El Paso, and it'll be good for the women, because of the way that you look at your age. And that's when I thought about it, and I said, oh, that's right. I have always wanted to inspire women, and ladies are always asking me, what do you do? How do you take care of your skin? I walk into a shop and I don't have any makeup on, but I do put oil on my skin and sunscreen, so it shines. And then I'm always happy. And so and they stop and ask me, what do you use on your skin? I said, just plain old. I just take care of it.
Right?
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
Yes. So so I thought, I can go ahead and be an inspiration for the El Pasoans, but it just took off. So
it did.
Yeah.
But
so, and I am really, really happy to bring such positive news to El Paso, because a lot of times news are not happy.
It is. So it is. And then I think a lot of the times the news, we get a bad rap right here being in El Paso, right? We're a border town and being Mexican culture and everything too. We don't have the best health, statistics and everything here. Probably one of the leading cities that has diabetes, heart attacks, strokes, our culture and our diet and all of that. So it's amazing that you're able to bring that, to El Paso. And so thank you so much. For it is just truly an honor to be able to talk with you.
Well, it's my honor. It's my pleasure, I guess I should say.
Yes, no, it is. It really is an honor to be able to speak with you. Miss Texas USA, a contestant,
not a winner,
and a winner in our eyes for sure. And being able to just have you here and talk with you, and you're fantastic. You're inspirational. You're so sweet. You had said that you had given me a story about when you were at the airport and that one of the people came up to you and said, you're just the happiest person. And you really are. You're just so happy. You just bring all this joy and exude this joy. And so just thank you so much for being here today. And, as a fellow El Pasoan, being able to just see such a great story and somebody be able to represent El Paso in such a positive way. And as a physician, being able to, you represent El Paso and inspiring people to get healthier, to get healthier at any age and start at any age.
Yes.
And, and I'm so honored also to be able to help you as a physician, to help you to be able to feel better, stay healthy and, feel great and look great, for longer.
Well, I'm a member now.
Yes, you are a member. You did become a member, so thank you.
So I want to get the diamond glow.
You're going to get the diamond
glow. And I want to
get,
well, you said you're going to start that, because I have done the chemical peels.
The chemical peels.
I think that's why my
we
skin
have the M-Sculpt Neo, the M-Solo, all that stuff that you've tried and stuff before.
Yes,
we got it all, girl. We're going to take care of you. So, that's what we do for our members. So, All right. Thank you so much again. Again, super honor and just very inspirational.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for having me.